This is a certified hood classic.
All rise. Order is in court. It is time for We Got a Case.
That's right. Here in the old Detroit Detention Center, you know, things are not going so well to kick it off, but don't worry. We'll leave here soon enough onto another courtroom, which will have yet another sovereign citizen. 3 back-to-back sovereign citizen cases for us today.
Great. Let's all get triggered together. Start off Taco Tuesday in a great way.
Triggered Tuesday.
That's right. All right, let's do it. Old Detroit.
Deshaun.
Last name, sir. I'm sorry, are you Deshaun Thompson?
Just Deshaun.
Oh, geez. Sorry.
Ms. Roberts?
Your Honor, my understanding that we do have a Deshaun Thompson on the list today. That we interviewed somebody named Deshaun Thompson, and I guess at this time, I heard the court ask this gentleman if he's Deshaun Thompson, and he's indicated just Deshaun. So I would need an opportunity to go in a breakout room with this gentleman to get further clarity, please.
Just
If you want me to, Ms. Roberts, you can send me the sheet. I'll go in a breakout room so you can continue the docket.
Nice house.
Perfect.
Beautiful home.
Thank you.
She is an
And
attorney.
gentlemen, we're going to try this again. What's your name, sir?
Ready?
Yes, sir. You, sir.
Deshaun.
Tom.
Deshaun.
Yes, sir.
Apparently, Mr. Thompson wants to get a very large bond and not get released.
Just trying to figure out how could I be? I need the prosecution to bring forth. How could I be charged with not identifying myself with fingerprints? I didn't have a charge to even identify to begin with.
Yeah, so Mr.
What's
Thompson, Mr.
What's the
Thompson,
purpose of me identifying the fingerprint?
Mr. Reagan?
yes, I'm just saying, Mr. Thompson, judge, does not want to give his full name. I know that we have a complaint here as John Thompson for refusal to fingerprint. He's refusing to fingerprint.
So he's thinking if he's not fingerprinted and they can't decisively, with facts and evidence, say that he is Deshaun Thompson, that he ain't gonna get charged. Is that seriously is that what he's thinking?
I don't know if that's it, or he's just like, I'm gonna play the game and they're gonna just get tired of me and let me. I think a lot of these people think they can play this game, and it'll just be water under the bridge. Which I have seen cases that stuff gets dismissed, but it has nothing to do with their sovereign citizen stuff. It's got to do with either the cop didn't show up for the case or just little things here and there. And then they take it as a win. Like, it's because I'm a sovereign citizen. I got out of it. But I think he's just being an ass all around.
I can see some of them thinking that if you wear them down, that they're just going to give up. I don't think judges do that, though. I think that in the justice system, I don't think that's. Listen, we went through that whole case with, what's his name there? Fort.
Yeah, what's his face? Yeah.
I don't even remember him now. It's been so long.
While we are before this honorable court this morning.
Casey Carey, thank you. Hugs all around, and that is the first $2 of $2 Tuesday. Thank you, Casey Carey.
Yes, that's against my constitutional right, though. I don't have to do that. I don't have to enter into a contract. I don't have a legal name. I don't have a legal name with the state. That's against my constitutional right. All statutes are not.
Thank you, Randy. Yeah.
We've heard you enough, sir. We've heard you enough. Mr. Reagan, is it
Yes, sir.
your,
I've advised Mr. Thompson of his constitutional rights of the charges and maximum penalty. I can just tell you, Judge, that the complaint I have is for Deshaun Thompson. And I have spoke with Deshaun. He is not, giving me his last name. I don't know. They have him in custody. All I can tell this court is that's where we are at this point, Your Honor. I can just tell you what we've done to this, where we are, and that's where we are.
Deborah, thank you.
Right,
Two
well,
for
before
Tuesday.
We'll proceed as if this is
We're looking for
Mr.
6.
Thompson.
That's right.
It's unfortunate that he's taken the position that he's taken.
The attorney there, Phil Reagan.
I hate him, by the way.
He's playing the game.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if that's the right way to deal with it or not, but so stupid. The dude's sitting right there. We know.
I'd be like, my client must have something wrong with him, Your Honor. He thinks
I
he doesn't
could-
have
right?
a last name.
I did the perfect example why I could never do it. I couldn't do a lot of this with a straight
Look at
face.
his face too, by the way.
Anyway, so you've got some tickets, sir, where you missed some court dates. When you miss those dates, the judge issued an arrest warrant for you. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide one for you. You've got several matters, traffic matters here, and they start with ticket P 1387200, charge of driver's license never acquired. P 1387749.
Never acquired a driver's license this entire time.
Yeah, he just again, he doesn't need one to travel.
Part of the booking in America, anyways, whenever you're arrested, is definitely the fingerprint.
Being arrested typically gets you fingerprinted depending on what kind of job you get. Some states and governments require, even counties require, you have your fingerprints on file.
Another thing that they have is mobile fingerprint readers now, where if somebody doesn't identify, they can write on the spot.
Right there in the traffic stop. Yeah,
that's a thing. Kaylee King, thank you in celebration of Tuesday.
Motor vehicle as a driver. And ticket 4328813, no operator's license on person, no insurance misdemeanor, and unregistered motor vehicle. These are all misdemeanor charges. Maximum penalty you face on each is up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fine. I'm going to set aside the arrest warrants, enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and give you a personal bond. Your next court date.
Wow, personal bond.
July 15 in front of Judge Garrett here in 36th District Court. Your other matter with us today is case 2404.
Christmas in July. We're so close, sweet
State of Michigan versus Deshaun Santo Thompson. Counsel.
Thanks, Magistrate. Good afternoon, Steve Benson for the people. Peace 71917.
Judge, I just want to point out that, this is a charge of refusal of fingerprint. There's no underlying charge. To talk about, so Judge Fulbright, on behalf of Thompson, who's waiting for his release, rights as to this particular case.
Thank you. Gecko. Not guilty plea on your client's behalf as a bond, beginning with Mr. Vincent, please.
Thanks, Magistrate. We're going to be asking for $10,000 in cash.
All right, 10,000's not bad. I think I hope that he is higher. I hope he does the higher thing, by the way. Very quick programming note. Wednesday, that would be tomorrow at 5:30. Typically, we got a case channel, members only. It's still gonna be, but also with what we usually do on Friday. So main channel, and we got a case tomorrow. We're making it up because we ain't gonna be around Friday. Just so you guys know, that's what's happening tomorrow at 5:30.
But there'll be shows on Friday. We just won't be here.
Right, we're live with you.
Asking for a tether as well as house arrest. The charge here is failure to provide fingerprints. So the defendant right there, allegedly, Judge, didn't want to have his identity confirmed one way or another. And now, interestingly enough, we have a defendant who's being charged with his failure to provide his identity in front of you right now, not even wanting to give Your Honor or the court his legal name, which gives the people pause, makes the people concerned that this defendant may be trying to hide something.
I haven't seen my wife in 18 days. I'm going to the beach. Calm down. Mikey has a cough. Can't
you see, I'm sick.
He's getting sick, guys.
Now, as a direct result of that, we feel as though this defendant is a danger and that he does pose a danger for obvious reasons. If somebody doesn't want to reveal who he actually is, either legally or through fingerprints. Now, with all of that being said, Judge, based on the court rule, dangerous.
That's against my that's a constitutional right. I don't have to give you guys fingerprints. Every statute is not a law. That's contrary to the Constitution. It's not a law. I can act with impunity.
Impunity.
More behavior that's making giving the people pause. Now, in addition, I think he is trying to act as though he's a lawyer, understand the idea that statutes are not laws. It's very scary. And it really is. It makes him a danger to the community. And respectfully, Judge, we're going to be asking for that cash with monitoring.
I like Vincent's move.
Assault has been committed. I do understand.
I like it better than Mr. Reagan there.
Oh, he's for the bad guy.
Yeah. She's been down taking care of her dad's house. So they've been in Australia. Coming home late tonight.
The procedure for everything. Judge, I leave it to the court. I'm not asking for any cash fine. I would ask for personal, Judge. I don't know how the court wishes to proceed in this matter. We obviously look to the court, Judge. It is what it is, Judge. We're here. Like I said, no assault has been committed. There's not even a charge outside of this refusal of fingerprint, Judge. So we obviously ask that he be released, Judge. No charges pending. There's nothing even charged with that, Judge. So that is our position, Judge.
And their officers were trying to investigate some type of assault case, which was why he was in DDC in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got this refusal of fingerprint case, and we've got a performance before the court, which is, I think, quite telling. So here are the conditions of bond. You must be fingerprinted before release. There will be a GPS tether. You'll be on house arrest on that tether should you post bond. Court agrees with the people that without confirmation of this gentleman's identity, there could be other significant implications. For that reason, court will set bond $100,000.
That's 10 times what they asked for.
That's correct, sir.
Until he pops that out and he does exactly what he said in the beginning. He warned him. He threatened. That's great. Look at that smug ass face.
I love this Vincent guy, this Mr. Vincent. I feel like he's sitting around sipping wine in his downtime with like a smoking jacket on, and he's so dignified. And I just want to hear him say, "We're on a mission from God." Just one time. That's on me.
I know, it's very close. That's all I can hear.
So Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
I don't know. I know that they don't listen to anybody.
No, somebody like that's doing foolishness. Just to be foolish. I'm almost I like this way of throwing out a huge bond just because of it. But yeah, there's the other side of it where they just say, okay, well, as soon as we can identify it, then we can hear this. So there's kind of two ways to play it. I love it. They asked for 10K. It's up 100K. Love it.
So now you're doing things out of spite.
I do finally determination.
You don't want to stick to the law.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, now it's not the time to talk.
Your oath to the Constitution.
All right. So we'll have a bond redetermination hearing in front of Judge McConico on Thursday, June 20th. Court being closed on Wednesday. Further date will be a pretrial on July 29th in front of Judge Bryant here in 36th District Court.
Ooh, that'll be good.
You can step aside. Thanks, sir.
Go and get.
This is awesome.
So, Your Honor, you're not going to honor your Constitution?
Oh, God. Shut up.
Thank you, sir. Your hearing's completed, sir.
For DDC.
Every step.
Get away from here. And I said, get away from here.
Mr. Martin, can you hear us?
Yes, can I get the first case number of the so-called case that never was given a copy of the the ticket by the police officer, which he should have in violation of my due process right?
241388 SM.
Hello, Nate.
241, what else?
38 SM. 1388 SM.
24138 SM. Right?
Yeah,
correct.
All right, thank you.
I do have in front of me a complaint charging with domestic violence violation of city code. It's misdemeanor. Oh, I see. January 24th.
How can you get away with that with sovereign citizenship?
Okay, you putting that.
I don't know.
Mr. Gazicki.
That's John James Gazicki. Mr. Martin expressed his right not to be represented by a court-appointed attorney. He wishes to represent.
Nope.
Okay. Is that right, Mr.
It's a dim frame.
Martin?
That was it.
Present myself here.
Presente.
Okay.
Because I don't want to give up my right to be one of the sovereign people, as the U.S. Supreme Court said I have right to be. So.
Okay. I'm willing to do that. I don't care why. Have you talked to the prosecutor?
No, I have not.
I want you to get the prosecutor and have her talk to Mr. Martin, and let's see what we're gonna do today.
Right, so I would like to talk to him right about how the case should be dismissed based on there's no evidence.
We're not gonna worry about that, Mr. Martin. I want you to talk. Can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, Mr. Prosecutor, you want to put your appearance on record?
And good morning, Your Honor. Omar, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Omar Shah on behalf of the people, P86-332.
Okay. You've had an opportunity.
I don't get how
that is correct.
Domestic violence falls under this.
Because there is no resolution on this matter. I had an opportunity to speak with the defendant in this case. He wishes to have a jury trial or a bench trial. He just doesn't know which one he wants.
Okay, Mr. Martin.
I'm guessing that she's the victim, right?
I guess so. It says Crystal Martin for defendant. Eric.
Yeah, it's Eric. Is that normal to have?
I mean, you're supposed to face your accuser, but is she there to get him off?
Whoa.
I mean, get him out of trouble. That's really weird.
Which one do you want to set this over for a trial? Want a jury or the judge to hear it?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. Listen, creates a little slow once in a while. Thank you, Leather and Lashes. I'm new at this. Listen, first day here on the job. I'm sorry. A little leniency, please.
Well, I don't really want to answer that question. I don't want to be fraudulently presumed I'm consenting to any of these proceedings. I'm not consenting to have my right against slavery violated by consenting to any proceedings.
Slavery? What?
So that's why I kind of want to answer that question. But before I get to, as I notified the prosecutor, he should have dismissed the case due to lack of evidence. But I had one more thing I wanted to point out to the prosecutor. I forgot to mention to him. I want to mention to him now, and that is I want the police officer, Bardway, who illegally arrested me, I want him charged for the legal arrest, which is assault and battery. And also Judge Shackleford, who did not give me a personal bond. I want to arrest it too for violating my right against kidnapping and allowing this unlawful incarceration of me.
Oh, so he thinks that he's been kidnapped. Okay.
We've heard this before, kidnapping.
Oh my God.
Which I have a right to do. And if they refuse to do it, I'm also going to move for dismissal on the case because it's violating my right against equal protection, because I have the right to have charges brought against people who have committed crimes against me also.
Okay, based on that, I'm going to on a jury trial. I'll set this matter over. I'll have the assignment clerk set a date. She'll send you a notification of the date for the jury trial. In the meantime, I'm going to continue your bond until that day. You go with the sheriff, he'll take care of you today.
There you go.
Objection, I have
Crystal can do better.
a right to a personal bond.
You
I have-
file that motion in writing, and I'll take a look at it.
I already
In the
did file
meantime,
with the,
in the meantime, I want you to go with the sheriff, and he's gonna take care of you.
hold on, object, I have some, I already
Put 'em
filed it with
on,
the
put 'em on
I'm
mute.
making that motion now. I'm making that demand actually now because it's a constitutional.
Oh, it's a demand. He's starting to lose. It's a demand now that he
This is
just
now turned into a demand. Anybody's
Oh.
watching this and say, "Oh, why y'all stopping so much?" Don't worry. In just about 30 minutes, this is going up on We Got a Case. You can watch it all by yourself. Don't worry.
There you go.
All right, then I'll be taking your job. How about that?
Oh, going to take his job.
Move to dismiss you off the case, disqualify you. Since you violated my due process right to a personal bond, then you showed your biasness and you should not be in the case no more. I move to disqualify you. If you deny that motion, I request that you send it to the state court administrative office. You're not supposed to continue my bond with monetary award. Shall go further to legally deny my personal bond, then you're not supposed to continue that illegal denial.
She left.
A constitutional right to be presumed innocent, and that means the right to a personal bond. Article 3, Section 1, judges that violate the Constitution cannot hold their office. So don't grant that motion if you want to, that demand. I'll be to get your job in a lawsuit. That's all I got to say. So you
Does
want
that
to
mean
continue with that?
he's going to legally get his job? Like he'll be the judge then?
Yeah.
I mean,
In a lawsuit, no less.
I guess that'll work. I don't know. Judge doesn't seem too concerned.
No, I'd love it. I'd love the way that again, handling it with more time is great, or more kidnapping time, right, OJ?
Been quite a while.
Well, these judges are going to find out.
Limited vocab there, OJ.
I'm on mute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Are they dismissing everything, or do I still have the review cases?
Just 1 second, sir. Mr. Evans, just 1 second. We're in the middle of something.
Coming in hot.
The evaluator did opine that he should be evaluated by a DCR prior to release. The court is adopting that, indicating that should be held until no later than noon on the 25th for that purpose. And that is, he was.
So we got RV.
Unable to proceed under. Mr. Mercer, does
It's
he-
like zooming in on his face.
I don't know that we have out-of-state history on him.
Okay. And all I.
Can we call her Weird Al back in the day?
I can see that.
Was I found competent or incompetent?
No, Mr. Evans, we're not. This is someone else. Now we're about to address you're here.
This is standard.
And this is City versus Sylvester Evans.
It's Andrews that showed the blue line.
0820199.
Everybody can come out.
59525 3A0549215 4A0231898 4A0472552 and 3A0312319. Have the parties had an opportunity to review the evaluation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did either party take exception to the court?
I have an objection.
All right, so we're
Object to the court adopting the evaluation?
What's the status of the evaluation? Was it competent or incompetent?
I'm not able to proceed.
So that mean they found me incompetent?
Yes.
Okay, could I see the paperwork on that so I can review it and have that challenge?
So just
What?
If you're incompetent, everything gets dismissed. If you're competent, then everything proceeds.
So that's what I'm asking. Did the doctor find me competent or incompetent?
Incompetent.
Meaning not of competence.
Okay, under what circumstances? What was his reasoning?
They're going to throw your case out, bud.
Yeah, who cares?
And what proof did he have on that?
I mean,
Does he want to be found competent and go to court?
I guess so.
Okay, and being that you said everything is dismissed due to delusional thinking by law, from what I read at the law library, it said being delusional in itself is not reason in itself to be declared incompetent.
that you are unable to assist in your own defense because of it.
So there are two prongs, there are two ways that you can find someone unable to proceed, that they don't understand the nature of the proceedings, which you clearly do, and the evaluator said that. But that you were unable to assist in your own defense due to the delusional thinking.
Well, that's being with the letter that I sent to you, that would directly refute that, correct?
No, that supports that.
What the letter I sent to you, it had motions that I wanted filed and whatnot. That
No,
would
your letter made me think you were even more crazy.
Assist in my defense, correct?
No, it was, you wouldn't give me any information. You gave me half information about things. Refused to give the further information when I asked in court.
I did declare that the information regarding the evidence, that was a matter of secret state privilege. And then I also declared that the motions that I want to file, I didn't have access to the law library to get the proper documentations.
I am adopting the evaluation over your objection, and finding that you are unable to proceed in these matters. So the pretrial cases are dismissed. All of the reviews are closed pending a further finding of able to proceed. The evaluator did not opine that you should be evaluated by DCR prior to release, so you're just released today. You can appeal this. You're welcome to appeal this finding, this ruling, and you could come to the court and the clerks can tell you how to do that, what paperwork to file.
I'm fighting this.
All right, so I'll be released from jail today.
Correct.
And also, can I get the paperwork of the evaluation from the doctor?
You represent yourself, so I think you kind of have a right to it.
Yeah, how do I get that paperwork?
Mr. Ainati, are we able to print that out for him?
You can print it off and give it to the officers to give to them.
Okay, we'll get that to you today.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Evans.
And also, I want to put on record that I want to file a notice to appeal to the Supreme Court of the state of Washington.
That's appeals from courts of limited jurisdiction go to King County Superior Court.
I understand that, but I want to bypass the superior courts and go directly to the Supreme Court due to the circumstances and the nature of the judgment.
Okay, you can try to do that.
I want it on record noted. If you
you
have
have to actually file it. That means nothing. You have to actually file the documentation. You have to
Creed,
file
put this on the record, please. Thank you.
that's impossible to do from in here. You're saying when I get out, I have to file it?
Yes, correct. You'll have 30 days to file it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go past the Supreme Court and straight to the Universal Court.
You are still trespassed from the airport. Nothing in what I've done today affects that. That is the airport's trespass notice. It is still arrested. Okay.
So even if I'm there on personal travel, I'll be rearrested.
You have to comply with their rules and restrictions. I'm not going to give you legal advice as to what that constitutes because you need to look at your trespass notice. But
yeah, I was there this time on legal business.
We're done. We're done with this case. This case is dismissed. So
I was flying out of the country on
I'm just telling you that the
business
order from the airport is still out there.
Lots happened at the one airport. Is this the same airport in Washington State that we hear about all the time?
Was
right?
it SeaTac or something like
yeah,
that? Was
yeah. A lot goes on at that airport.
You stupid bastard.
Okay, so I can still be arrested under false premises because they also said I confessed in this case, which was not true.
False premises.
I'm just telling you that the trespass order is still there. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Also, what I want to fire Mr. Iannetti as well.
He doesn't represent you. We've already gone through that. He doesn't represent you.
I still want to fire him.
Is he going to give me the paperwork that I need for these proceedings?
Score will.
Okay, and the evaluation as well from the doctor?
Yes, I believe we'll be printing that out. Mr. Ainati said he would print that out for you.
Okay.
Very cinematic.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well, what is going on with the review cases? I guess I haven't
They're
heard
all
them.
closed. They're all closed, pending a further finding of able to proceed.
Closed. What does that mean?
It means there are no affirmative conditions no conditions can be imposed because there's a finding of unable to proceed.
So they can be reopened later?
They can.
So I can have a warrant placed and I don't even know it, once again.
Well, no, you would have to get notice of a hearing.
Like this time, I didn't get notice of the review hearing and they placed the warrant out for failure to appear. I didn't even know I had a hearing on the review charges.
This is why it's very important to keep your address updated.
My address is very
secret.
I don't know, for lack of a better word, I do a lot of move a steady address that I can always get mail at the moment. So that's how we got in this position the first time.
Well, so that sounds like, I mean, if you're not going to let us know how to get in touch with you, then you can't complain.
My job keeps me on the move.
I can give you an email. Would you be able to contact me by email?
And I think we have that listed.
But they never gave me a notice of any hearing via email.
Okay.
Do you got an email?
We will make a note, email only.
And I'm still confused as well. The case is open or closed?
Unable to proceed.
He's screwing everybody up now at this point. It's
That so and I'm confused by that. So the conditions were imposed. There's an allegation that he violated him. He's not found competent. We can't move forward in those violations, but it doesn't invalidate the conditions that were set because those were done at a time that he was competent. Like, is the court still taking jurisdiction? Like, I'm still struggling with that.
I can't impose conditions.
No.
I know, and they're stayed. Everything is stayed.
Sure.
Like,
But so the case is open but stayed, or is it?
to characterize it. It's for all intents and purposes closed, effectively, pending a further finding of able to proceed.
And also, would I be able to subpoena any grand jury proceedings that may have taken place as well?
There are no grand juries in courts of limited at all.
I'm really hungry.
Okay.
It's a mess.
And
it's just all over the place.
Yeah, I'll get a copy of the evaluation, and you say I got 30 days to start filing motions to try to get everything reversed.
I'm sorry, Judge. What'd you say?
I don't give a shit.
Same.
Right?
She's done.
Your only avenue is appeal.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
So I think the city is objecting to them being closed in any way.
They're not closed. They're just, I mean, I thought we talked about this.
I know, but when we're using words like closed, is there going to be a CL or
No.
closed disposition?
No.
Because that's what's going to be in the docket is they're closed. And so in a year or two, if this comes up again, it's going to be very difficult to figure out what exactly happened today. If we're
Well, in
using
2 years, it's too late. Jurisdictions run.
Ooh,
some situation
sick burn, Judge.
But so the cases are open is all I'm trying to understand.
Yes, they are not closed. They're just.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so would you be able to clarify that for me, Miss Your Honor, and layman terms, so I can get an understanding, because you said it's not closed, but it's open closed, which is kind of difficult for me to
And
understand.
I am. You guys are right. I should use more careful language. The cases are open. They are stayed, which means frozen, essentially, unless there's a further finding by a doctor that you are able to proceed.
Would that be able to be done in the appellate courts or the state Supreme Court or overturning?
Why does he want to be found competent so badly?
I don't know.
How do you get the proceedings to be found?
Pride?
How do you get that overwritten, basically, with the doctor prescribed or diagnosed?
So, and this is interesting. It's a situation I haven't come across where there's an individual wanting to contest the finding.
So they can get arrested and
Based
be
on-
prosecuted.
Right. In history, this makes again 0 sense.
He is fighting that he wants to fight these charges.
I don't have the law library's information in front of me, but based on the information I got from the law library, a defendant cannot be declared incompetent by being delusional in itself.
And
That's
I explained to you what the evaluator opined, that your delusion is
Knowledge.
impeding your ability to assist in your own defense. That's what the evaluator. Am I
And-
characterizing that correctly, Mr. Mercer, Mr. Ionati? That's what it sounded like to me.
Sovereign
In what
citizens
way, though?
today, Heidi.
How is it impeding?
You're asserting defenses that don't exist.
Such as?
The stuff about the case in Louisiana.
He's throwing her off pretty bad right now. Also,
She can't handle it anymore. Oh, geez.
I asserted evidence that has a seal on it. So the only way he can find out that it doesn't, what I'm saying is not true, is to get the seal broken on the evidence, which is under state secret privilege. And the only way you can get that broken is by orders of the president or Chief Justice Roberts of the United States Supreme Court.
Oh my.
You get all your ducks in a row to get that happening so that the court can see it. It sounds very far-fetched. I've never heard of anything similar happening on a state case that the U.S. Supreme Court would involve themselves, much less that any one justice would have authority to unseal something. I'm adopting this finding. You can appeal.
Is everything that we spoke about today on the record? Would I be able to get recordings of all the subpoena recordings of all the hearings, including what we're talking about today?
They are all online, available for you to listen to anytime you want.
Okay, and they all can be subpoenaed by the state Supreme Court and whatnot to be overturned or sealed. Also,
They are not going to do any investigation on your behalf. If you're appealing, you have to do all the investigation.
right? No, I don't need them to do the investigation. Everything's pretty much said and done. The only thing is the assumption that
It's a done deal, Yana.
the evidence is under state secret privilege, and I am who I'm telling you I am. So you're believing I'm delusional. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Right. So y'all
State
make an
secret
assumption
privilege.
that's not true, that I have to go through the process and get everything removed to the federal courts to prove that it's true, which is going to be under seal at that moment. But I give the state Supreme Court a chance to make the adjustments and override.
Okay, thank you,
Daddy,
Mr.
chill.
Evans. You'll be released today and you can get working on all that. All right, thank you, sir.
All right, so we're done here?
We're done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Vortex we were just pulled into.
No shit. What does insanity mean? Oh my God.
I've never seen somebody get out of trouble because somebody said they were incompetent. And then he says, whoa, hold up. How dare you say I'm incompetent? I am competent and I will prove my competency so I can face these charges. And he sealed the letter with a seal. I wonder what kind of seal that was.
Oh my Lord.
That's interesting.
3 wonderful sovereign citizens today.
Ooh, they're exhausting.
They can be, and very triggering. The Big Bond Fort Express. Casey, number 1. Deborah, number 2. Kaylee, number 3. Gecko Chaser is back. That'd be number 4. And Bridget, you are number
5. The Mikey 5. That's right. Hopefully everyone had a good time. I know I did. This case, in case you want to watch these cases without Creed and I, they're going to be right up there on We Got a Case channel for you to watch.
Interruptions, you know.
0.0 interruptions. No horns honking. No hallelujahs. No drums. No nothing. No crickets. No applause.
Not even this amazing voice will be there.
Settle down. So make sure you like the video if you haven't done so already. There will be a premiere over on Creedence and Mikey at 3 p.m. Eastern that you're going to be redirected to. So just set a reminder, hit the like, and check it out. 4 really big cases over there. 1 including a man who was in the Mexican Mafia. That's right, Gilbert. The Mexican Mafia. And a woman that really is defending him to her dying breath. She says he's a great man, Creed, and when he's not on drugs, he's a role model. So make sure you check that out. You don't want to miss it. Till then, stay safe, stay hard, stay tuned. We'll see you real soon. Gilbert, back to back.
I thought I heard Gilbert for a second.
I did too. Maybe